It's the Weather Xtreme video, the morning edition for Thursday, the 29th of October. I'm James Spann. Some showers early this morning, but the bulk of the day today will be dry. Next weather system due in here over the weekend that will bring rain. Check it out this morning. That's the water vapor satellite view. A deep upper low is over the Great Lakes. Surface boundary coming through. That was the radar at 5:17. Showers from Birmingham north and east. Those should be gone by the time you watch this, and the day looks pretty good. Starting off the day mostly in the 50s and 60s. Birmingham 65. Cooler at Anniston. They've got 54. We'll expect a high in the mid-70s today. A dense fog advisory around Dothan to start the day. Freeze warnings for parts of Kansas and the adjacent states. Otherwise, things are quiet. Here's the convective outlook. Marginal risks of severe weather, one up in the northeast United States around Cape Cod, another one in parts of southwest Texas. Tomorrow, a marginal risk for a pretty good chunk of Texas, from about Abilene and Fort Worth south. And on day 3, which is Saturday, a marginal risk for the western Gulf Coast, roughly from Corpus Christi to Mobile. But no risks for our part of the state, and even beyond that, the chance of severe weather through Sunday looking pretty small. But rain, yep. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week. The bullseye around Birmingham, 3.4 inches. This will be a good rain over the weekend. Most everybody will likely see between 2 and 3 inches if this verifies, with slightly lighter amounts down to the south. There's a higher resolution look at that. And the beneficial rains go back into Texas. So pretty good rains to wrap up October and kick off the month of November, which is the beginning of our fall tornado season here. Hey, model fans, here we go. The GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. You can see troughing hanging back over the southwest United States. That Great Lakes trough beginning to lift northeast, and again a cold front passing through early this morning, but the day should be mostly dry. We think the sky becomes partly to mostly sunny by afternoon, and the high today should be in the low to mid-70s. A very refreshing day tomorrow. Just beautiful. We start the day in the middle 40s. The high will be around 70. The sky will be sunny. The fall colors and that cobalt blue sky could not be better. Very low humidity, but of course we see the next system off to the west. This is Saturday, 1 o'clock local time. At that point, it should be raining around Memphis and Little Rock and Jackson. And the rain will be moving into West Alabama Saturday afternoon. This is a depiction coming off the NAM at 1 o'clock. And again, about that time, we should begin to see some of that creeping into West Alabama, maybe 2 or 3. And this is 7 o'clock Saturday evening, and the rain covers a pretty good chunk of the state by then. It doesn't bode well for the trick-or-treaters, I'll put it that way. But a chance we get into football games perhaps before the rain gets here. Auburn is at 11 o'clock. They play Ole Miss. I think a pretty good chance that game is dry. The Magic City Classic, that's at Legion Field in Birmingham. It starts at 2:30. It starts dry. It probably will finish wet. This is just after midnight Saturday night. The surface low is back over Shreveport. Rain covers much of the state. That is not a severe weather look. And this is Sunday. There's a broad surface low over the Mississippi Delta. And just a good soaking rain here on Sunday. Rain and thunder. And again, in that position, that's not a severe weather look. Here's a look at the instability Sunday, the surface-based Cape. And there basically isn't any. This is Sunday at 1 o'clock coming off the NAM. The really good, you can see quality air is over the Gulf, way south of here. So we'll mention rain Sunday, maybe some thunder, but for the moment, severe weather does not look likely. Monday of next week, showers begin to kick out, and we might see some clearing during the day. We'll be in the middle 70s, and this is Tuesday, dry and mild. How about mid to upper 70s? That's almost 10 degrees above average. This is a very high amplitude pattern. And, of course, while we've got ridging in the east, is troughing in the west, and it's cold and it's snowy in the mountains. Wednesday of next week, same thing. Very snowy in the west and the mountains. And down here looks very mild, mid to upper 70s. And this is showing moisture coming in from the Gulf, and that might mean some risk of a shower. For the moment, we're not going to mention that. And this is a week from today. Look at that. That's a 595 ridge. I mean, if this were August, we would be broiling. But it's not, thank goodness. This is early November, and then got the deep trough in the southwest. And again, that would be very mild and dry. Highs mid to upper 70s. This is the end of the forecast period, Saturday the 7th. And those troughs in the southwest, they kind of beat down the ridge, but the main dynamic support stays north of us. That looks kind of showery for that day and mild with highs in the 70s. We'll check the numbers off the ensemble. You can see mostly 70s across the board through the end of next week. And then temperatures get back to where they should be for early November. Highs dropping in the 60s and lows dropping in the 40s. November 8th through the 13th. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.